you go. Good evening, class. My name is Arnold,
I am Steffi.
Francisco Ortiz.
and we're United Thinking. We are a Team 4 subgroup, and we're continuing the case studies with Beau and Arrows Part 2, Service Blueprint. On this case study, we're trying to distinguish particular fail points, implements of service standards, and tangibles. While completing the assignment, we tried to look at potential fail points while we saw the blueprint of the overall store, noticed things here and there, and these are our notices and tangibles that we think we could find. And I'm going to pass it down to Steffi, and she's going to start with the first few potential fail points.
Okay, the first fail points that we notice is that one problem that Beau and Arrow could run into is being too overwhelming while greeting a customer, and this could drive customers away from the store. So this might implement them to like in order to avoid being overwhelming. They should say, "Hi, welcome to Bow and Arrow. Let me know if you need anything or have any questions." So the second point, fail point that we're looking at is the viewpoint of the shop is not easily accessible for the customers to see the quotes, and employees did not offer help to find an item. So they can improve it by like not crowd up the clothing rack and put all the clothes in high quality hangers. So that's add up a value to the store brand. And they should ask like a customer if they needed any help to find any specific item. And the third potential fail point that we noticed is that customer had to wait a long time for an employee to find that size. So they could improve by organizing clothes in a way that easy to find, and maybe at that time customer don't like to wait, so they can offer to have a seat while an employee went in search for the clothes. So now I pass it to Francisco for the rest of the fail points and the standard implement.
So the fourth potential fail point that they could have is if they don't have proper lighting for the fitting room, or even if it's too dark outside, so the customers won't be able to see their way through the fitting room. Um, the service standards that they could implement in this scenario would be um, organized an easier way for them to find their way to the fitting room, or like have an employee helping them through the fitting room, um, and have brighter lighting in the fitting room. The fifth potential fail point that they could have is if they don't ask the customer if they found everything they were looking for, or if they don't offer them any help in case they need assistance. The service standard that they could implement would be before processing a purchase, asking the customer if they need any extra help, or they got all the items that they were looking for, and asking them for a review if they got a good and excellent service. Now I'm gonna pass it to Arnold. That's gonna speak about the tangibles.
All right, so as you guys can see from our first part, we pinpointed specific potential fail points that we saw that might be future situations that a customer might encounter, and we at the same time we also offered service standards that the store itself can implement to address these potential fail points. Now, part two focuses on adding tangibles. What are the tangibles Beau and Arrow could put into place at each indicated tangible spot to support their branding and service quality? So, going down the list of the three tangibles, we're starting off with store. The store is brightly, and it has an airy feeling that employees dress in a fashionable clothing similar to other store offerings. So what this means is that it's brightly lit, and the fashionable employees are dressed. They're not dressed as if they just work at a store department. Like You see a lot of store departments where they have like these polo uniforms, or they have a specific uniform, and it kind of detaches the employee from the store. And at the same time, coming from personal experience of working in apparel, you're less likely to ask for an opinion of somebody who isn't dressing as fashionable as you'd want to dress, or dressing as fashionable as you'd want to dress with the clothes that they have in offer. Having bright lights inside the fitting room and good quality mirrors, clean with decorations, in a pleasant way for customers to have a good feel of the store and satisfied enough to buy clothes that they're trying on. Lighting in fitting rooms are immensely crucial. Again, coming from personal experience of working in department stores, dimly lit fitting rooms can bring an atmosphere of uncertainty for many customers. That can be frustration because they don't have the ability to see how their outfit looks, entirely. It's not well lit. Some angles might look different. They might look different in different lightings, stuff like that. So having a bright lit inside room's crucial, and good quality mirrors mean everything. Having a fast checkout system and not letting the customers wait in line. Offer a free membership for customers to get points, an easy way for them to come back. Again, this focuses bringing in long-time customers. Fast checkout systems, we all know as shoppers or as people that work in retail departments, we all know that we don't like waiting. We don't like sitting in those lines. We just want to go in and out, in and out. We got things to do. We got other plans. So having assimilating a fast checkout system in whatever manner can be, and not letting customers wait in line is always a plus. Because again, Beau and Arrow is a small boutique store. Customers are coming with the assumption that they're gonna have faster service than they'd have at the mall, at a Macy's, a Dillard's, and whatnot be. And offering the free membership for customers to get points is a must incentive, especially for small brick and mortar companies like these, to get customers to stay and become loyal to them. Incentives always bring people to spend more and buy more. So this concludes our case study report and our possible solutions. We looked at potential fail points that we saw at the store. We suggested specific service standards that we can implement to the store, and tangibles. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.